Good morning. Welcome to my new apartment. The lighting in here is terrible. And today I'm starting a vlog. I wanted to do the Dewey's 24-hour read-a-thon because it's one of these internet bookish things that I actually knew about / did way before I got on BookTube. We're talking like 2011 here. So it's an old favorite of mine, and I thought it would be a nice way to sort of like reset this channel. I'm having sort of a reset weekend in general. I'm trying to figure out where I can film in this apartment that's not terrible. This is my only bookshelf, so we need to fix the lighting situation. There are some dead outlets over here. It's the main problem. That's neither here nor there. Basically, I'm building some furniture. I'm going to be reading some books. And yeah, I'm hoping that I can also film a video or two this weekend to get back on the bandwagon. So what is Dewey's 24-hour readathon? It's a 24-hour readathon. I don't know. It's pretty simple. You're just supposed to read as much as you can. We were technically already 8 hours into it because I did not stay up last night to start it because I value my sleep too much. I'm going to be mainly focusing on audiobooks because I have been mainly reading audiobooks in the last 6 months. I don't really know why. I'm having a hard time focusing with my eyes on the paper. So I downloaded Robin Hobb's Assassin's Apprentice, which I have been meaning to read for a really long time, basically since getting on BookTube. Reagan is one of the big booktubers that I watch pretty religiously, and I know she's a fan of Robin Hobb, and our tastes don't necessarily 100% overlap, but I thought I'd give it a try. I'm starting with Assassin's Apprentice because I feel like that's where I should start with Robin Hobb, but if I'm being honest, I sort of want to start with the ship magic series. So we'll see where I come down on this. I might drop it if it's not really appealing to me. I did get it started last night and I'm liking it. It's fine so far. I can imagine it starts out with the main character being a very young boy, which is not one of my favorite ways to start a story. Like, I don't find children that interesting narratively, I guess. So I'm hoping that it's going to get more interesting. I also do want to spend some time this afternoon reading physical books because we're trying to lock back into that way of being in the world. But when I pick up a physical book, I'll let you guys know. And that's it. I don't know how I've been talking for 6 minutes, but I am just gonna try to spend as much time as possible today reading and doing some life maintenance. And that's the plan. Alright, talk to you guys later. Hello. We're gonna go for a little hike. I haven't quite decided where. Michelle is still learning how to be in a car. Oops. Yeah, Michelle's still learning how to be in a car, so it's always a whole thing. I've read like 2 hours of the Robin Hobb book, and yeah, I don't really know how I like it. I think I'm gonna give it another hour or two. Another hour or two. I think this is just like the sort of book that I don't like. Like, it's not that it's poorly written, it's just very much like court politics, and I don't know, there's like an old-timey way of writing fantasy from like the 80s and 90s that I just never got into. But I don't know, I should give it a better try. I'm gonna keep listening to it, and you'll see where we end up, I guess, for a little hike. I'm still wearing my pajamas, so it's not gonna be like a hike, you know what I mean? Okay. Cool. Well, see you guys later. Hi. dressed, such as it is. Let's see. Wow, I don't know how people do the whole OOTD thing, but this is my OOTD. I also have a leak in my roof, so we're dealing with that. I have a bunch of errands to run. I need to go to IKEA, I need to go to Target, I need to go pick up some more plants and pots for this apartment. And I'm mainly procrastinating right now because I can't figure out what to do for lunch. Like, I used to have my bagel place and my Thai place and my burrito place, and now I have a burrito place, and I haven't found anything else. So I'll go get a burrito and then go to IKEA. I know I shouldn't buy from there. It's like the fast fashion of furniture, but desperate times, etc., etc. Except they don't even have bookcases right now, which is wild to me. Like, I've been refreshing the app for like 2 months, and they just do not have bookcases. Where am I supposed to put my books? I should actually update you about what I am reading. Ooh, hello again. So I am still reading Assassin's Apprentice. It started to pick up a little bit. It's like a solid meh for me right now. I am hoping, I mean, like, it's been going up, and I'm like 4 hours in now, so I'm hoping that I'm gonna continue enjoying it more and more. We'll see. And what else? That's it. I should give a summary at some point, but this is not that point. So I'll talk to you guys later. Got a burrito the size of a small baby. So the day's looking up. I'm back from my errands. My phone died in the middle, so that's why there are going to be like no clips. I feel like I got a lot of stuff that I need and a lot of stuff that I don't need. I did not get anything I need from IKEA, only stuff I don't need, because IKEA is like out of furniture. I like checked on their app this morning and I was like, oh, they finally have this nightstand in. And I went, and it's definitely out of stock. So anyways, I thought I'd do a little bit of a haul just because why not? Is this a reading vlog anymore? We'll get to the books. Okay, so from IKEA I got basically a bunch of organizational stuff. I got this big basket. I don't know what goes in big baskets like this, but I look forward to finding out. I got some more sort of like boxes, drawer organizers, some metal boxes. It's supposed to look like that. Just, again, I need to have things to put my things in, I'm realizing. So these guys, we'll see if I need more of them or if I use them at all. I got new sheets because I've been using my parents' sheets from the 80s. These are not really high quality sheets, but they are a stopgap until I figure out what exactly I do want in my bedroom. I'm sort of having a problem overall with being in this new place that doesn't have any furniture in it, which is that I don't have any aesthetic sense. Like, I don't have any taste other than I want my apartment to be full of books and plants. That's what I aspire to. I'm not really a plant person, but we're gonna try. We're getting to that. More IKEA stuff. I got the weird lingonberry jam because I see it every time I go. I decided I would try it this time. I don't have a toaster, so I don't have any toast to put that on. I got a nice little throw blanket. I think it's a nice color. I don't really know where I'm gonna put it. Slash, it's gonna become Michelle's in like 2 seconds. I also got a power strip. Ended on the high note. And then I stopped by the plant nursery. Sorry, I don't know why that warranted an evil cackle, but this is what I'm most excited about. I spent way too much money on plants that I'm probably gonna kill, But you know, we're being the change we want to see in the world, and the change is to change into a green thumb person. So we're gonna try. I got a bunch of like pots and potting soil and stuff. You don't need to see that, but I got these little cute guys, which are very small, because I got this one a couple weeks ago, and like every time there's a disturbance in the force, one of these little cute little chubby succulent leaves falls off. So I'm gonna try to what do you call it? Propagate them. I'm already sort of doing that up here. Hold on. I can't. I've fallen and I can't get up. I don't know if you can see this. I'm trying to propagate a bunch of the different bits of this plant that have just fallen off. But yes, there are more where those came from. So I got cute little pots, so I don't have to move them around once they start sprouting. I got this prettier pot. Everything else I got is like terracotta. But I am gonna have to drill a hole in the bottom of this, so I will need to figure that out at some point. I don't know what's going to go in this one. But the plants, I got 2 more little succulents for indoors. We're gonna see. Hopefully I'm not gonna kill all these guys. I realized that I really like the very low growing guys, which I think is not very, again, aesthetic. I think you want like a variety of plant heights, but we're discovering how this all works. So excited about these. For outside, aspirationally, I got some kale. We'll see. These are supposed to need full sunlight. I don't get full sunlight anywhere in my apartment. We're gonna see if they live anyways. I also have like a little balcony, which is nice, so I'm hoping I can put these guys out there. And you know, if I can grow my own kale, I'm gonna be really thrilled about that. The other one I'm gonna be super, super pumped about is this dill. He looks so scrawny right now. I like don't really believe that this guy is gonna survive a week, but the thing is, it's impossible to find dill on the West Coast. Like, I don't know what it is, but West Coast people don't eat dill or something. Like, I only find these like little puny clamshells of dill, whereas like, I'm missing New York a little bit, but in New York, you can, for $2, get like I don't know, a head of dill. Not a head, but like a huge like bouquet of dill, which is what you need for like potato and chicken salad, because you need a lot of dill. You don't need like teaspoons of dill, you need like cups of dill in my chicken salad. But anyways, so I have been grousing about that, and this is gonna be my solution, hopefully. I'm not very hopeful. Hopefully it's gonna work. I also got some of this lemon thyme. Also excited if that works out. We shall see. Some rosemary. Also very exciting. I feel like this is the one plant in this bunch that I'm pretty confident can survive me. Like, I think rosemary is known to be a hardy boy. I got one other like decorative plant. These guys, it's just so pretty. I'm excited about this one. So hopefully I don't kill these guys. But I'm excited. So those are my plants. And I still don't have a nightstand, and I still don't have bookshelves. I did not read as much as I wanted to, because again, my phone died, but I am starting to get into Assassin's Apprentice. I think it just did take the main character Fitz growing up a bit and starting to be like a real person with like real opinions and a real personality for me to get into the book, which is a problem I've had with other books where they start out with like the protagonist as a very young child. It tends to be these sort of like 800-page epics that's like where the author decides they need to start, and that's sort of part of the reason why I'm not very attracted to that kind of book. But now that I've like committed to it and gotten over the hump, and there's some like actual plot happening in a way that I find interesting, I am much more into it. But I realized I never really summarized it, and that is partially because I went into this book almost completely blind. But basically, it's about this boy named Fitz, who is the prince's bastard. So he gets dumped at the palace as a very small child, and sort of throws the line of succession into some sort of disarray. Like not really, but everybody's like, oh, he's a bastard, so like obviously that's what everybody's thinking about. Anyway, so there's a lot of sort of like court politics that you don't care about in the beginning because you don't know any of the characters and you're like whatever. But now that I'm starting to know the characters and like Fitz is starting to have some agency, again, I'm much more into it now. I think, if I remember correctly, I think I'm about 6 hours in now. So really, for my Dewey's 24-hour read-a-thon, I'm not doing that well. I mean, I think I'm gonna hit halfway at least. Let's see, it's 5 p.m. and I've read 4 hours today. So that's not awesome. But I think I'm basically going to repot my indoor plants at least today, just to get that started and listen to my audiobook more. The outdoor plants, there's supposed to be a big storm tomorrow and some next week. I'm like, I need to do some online research as to whether I should just throw these guys out there into the elements in new pots and just be like, well, you're probably fine, or if I should just keep them inside until like the worst of the storm has gone by. I don't really know. Maybe that's coddling them too much. They are used to being outdoors, so they'll probably be happier outdoors, actually, than inside my apartment. I don't know. I don't know anything about plants. We're going to figure it out. And now I've been talking for 13 minutes. So, cool. Cool update. I'll talk to you guys later. Update, I guess. I'm having the other half of my ginormous burrito for dinner. I mean, what's better? it is the next day. So I'm done with the Dewey's 24-hour read-a-thon. I'm still struggling to figure out where to film in this apartment because I just don't have enough lights. Anyways, I thought I would just wrap up what I read over the last 24 hours. I did make good progress in Assassin's Apprentice. I am now 12 hours into the audiobook. It's a 17-hour audiobook overall, and I started at 2 hours, so I guess that means that I read at least 10 hours in audio form yesterday. So that's pretty good. It was nice to prioritize reading as like my Saturday activity again. It's something that I did a lot of Saturdays during the pandemic, but since then it's just been, well, not since the pandemic, we're still in the pandemic, but recently with the move and with seeing friends and et cetera, I haven't really been making it a priority ever. So that was good. My thoughts on the book. I think it's moving up towards a solid like 3 or 4 star read. We'll see how it resolves. I've found specifically a lot of the interpersonal stuff is starting to be fleshed out more, which is nice. I mean, I feel like I've realized what I read for a lot in both fantasy and in just like regular fiction is people's relationships to each other and sort of like, I don't know, a subtle rendering of that sort of like interpersonal stuff. It's, you're starting to get an idea of what all of these characters mean to each other. The magic has been for most of the book quite understated, although now they're doing a bit more about that, which I don't love it when the author has like an overly involved magic system where it's like, let me take 15 pages to explain exactly how like all these things work. Brandon Sanderson. But I do feel like this magic system is currently slightly underbaked, or maybe it's just because I'm reading it in audio and I can't focus quite as well. So I'm not picking up on the subtlety of like who can do what and like what it means. I feel like the what it means for the world isn't really, I don't quite get yet, but maybe I'll get that at some point. Sorry, I'm rambling quite a bit, but I'm definitely going to finish the book at this point because I am very much enjoying it. I'll see how it resolves and if I'm going to continue on. I also did read an essay out of How to Write an Autobiographical Novel by Alexander Chee, and I was reading this last spring a little bit more focusedly, but again, I've had a bit of a reading drought overall in terms of physical books. So I did sit down and read one of these essays, and it took me such a long time. I don't know where my focus is. But I am gearing up for Nonfiction November, so I'm trying to get like back in a little bit more of a focused reading mindset. My idea for Nonfiction November is that I'm going to try to just read an essay a day. And reading this 20-page essay yesterday took me like almost an hour and a half. So I think I'm going to go sort of like organize my essay collections right now and maybe flag some shorter, lighter essays for me to like get started with, or just for when I have a day where I just need to like quickly read a thing, because I'm foreseeing this being a little bit of a struggle based on like my current brain, I guess. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. So I guess I read like over half of this Robin Hobb book, which is like 450, 500 pages. So let's just call that 300 pages, plus a 20-page essay. It's not my best reading day overall, but not that bad. And I enjoyed it. I guess that's it. Okay, thank you so much for coming along with me on this vlog. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm just like very self-conscious about the bad lighting situation and like not being set up and not getting great clips. But also I just need to like restart here. It's been a long time. So we're just meeting ourselves where we are. And you guys are the best. And again, I feel like I've been saying this every time I post, but hopefully going forward, I'm going to be posting a little bit more consistently. We'll see. Okay. Thank you. See you guys later.